It is believed that Joseph Kony and his few hundred fighters of the Lord Resistance Army are hiding in the jungles of the Central African Republic and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The town of Obo in CAR is not only full of people that were previously displaced because of LRA attacks, but many here were also abducted. Many of them children who feared their lives every day. Like this 60-year-old girl who was kidnapped and had to cook for Joseph Kony for 4 years.
I
was living in fear when we were with Kony. He was killing most of the people they had abducted. And whenever we would go to villages, I would see the many killings. I was always afraid I would be killed as well.
An African Union initiative established a regional task force in 2011, bringing together troops from the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Central African Republic, South Sudan and Uganda. The troops made a lot of progress, decreasing the capability of the LRA. But the trauma for civilians is far from over. This children's center in Nazara, South Sudan, hosts 39 victims of the Lord Resistance Army. Here they receive social support and families are being traced for reunification. But victims of the LRA are different from victims of other violent conflicts.
They initiate them into LRA by brutality, and then they assimilate them by making them to become to adopt to the culture of the LRA, which is the actual.
And even in the gold-rich town of Nazako, CAR, where the LRA used to operate freely, life has returned to normal, but only because of the protection of Ugandan troops.
The LRA, he has been weakened now, but in case we go away, I can assure you Joseph Kony will be in a position to abduct, to train and replenish, and again we will go back to disorganizing everybody and would be back at square zero.
Uganda soldiers are taking up the responsibility as CAR troops left their post at the regional task force after an unconstitutional change of government in 2013.
If the
Ugandan army would leave, the situation is going to be very bad because they will come back for us, those of us who escaped.
But even though the AU's regional task force has removed the LRA from the villages they used to attack, they are still in hiding. And the LRA can at any moment strike other towns without African troops. Marthe van der Wolf for VOA News, DRC, CAR, South Sudan.